So now we'll go into the topic on carboxylic acid. So today we are going to talk about how you're going to produce carboxylic acid and what is the chemical properties and what is the physical properties. So first thing to know that what is carboxylic acid? They are just acid, right? So they are organic compounds that contain the carboxyl group. So carboxyl group, very important. They are organic compounds. So I'm going to write that down. They are organic compound. So the first thing to know, they are organic. The next thing to know, they contain your COOH group. This is known as the carboxyl group. Okay, so this is known as the carboxyl group. They are the functional group for your carboxylic acid. And the general formula for your carboxylic acid is CnH 2n plus 1 COOH. And take note that these carboxylic acid, like your alcohol, they are not hydrocarbon because they contain your oxygen. So how do you produce carboxylic acid? So all you need to know, there are two ways to produce: oxidation. So you can use oxidation of your alcohol. So you can use your oxidation. You're going to add oxygen with your alcohol. With the presence of certain bacteria, you can get your carboxylic acid. Or you can heat ethanol, or you can heat your ethanol or your alcohol. So we can add alcohol plus potassium dichromate. And take note that it's acidified potassium dichromate. So potassium dichromate, right? So this is the two ways to get you your carboxylic acid. So we go on now to your physical properties. So what are the physical properties of your carboxylic acid? So we can have a few of them. The first thing to take note that they are colorless liquid at room temperature. So they are colorless liquid. Take note of the state at room temperature. Okay, so at room temp. Then they also completely miscible with water, means that they can mix well with water. Okay, completely miscible with H2O. And then we have our last point for your physical property. One of the physical property is to turn red litmus paper blue. Blue litmus paper red, right? Blue to red for the litmus paper. Okay, you know that because this is acid, right? Okay, so because this acid, that's why it turns blue to red. So now we will move on to our chemical properties. These carboxylic acid, they are your weak acid, meaning to say they only partially dissociate into H plus ions. So, but they do still have the same reaction like for your carbonate salt, your base, your reactive metals. So it's going to be the same thing if you're going to add your carboxylic acid. So I have my carboxylic acid. Okay, we're going to add in this. We're going to add my carbonate salt. Okay, we're going to add carbonate salt. It's going to give you the same thing. I'm going to give you your salt plus water plus your CO2. And if you're going to add your base. Okay, you're going to add your alkali. You still get the same thing, salt and water, your neutralization, right? Because this is acid plus base. And if you're going to add reactive matter, you're going to get the same thing as salt plus your hydrogen gas. So the only new thing that you got to take note of is that carboxylic acid plus your alcohol. Meaning to say that if you're going to produce your alcohol from, you're going to produce carboxylic acid using alcohol, at the end of the day you get alcohol, right? You're going to mix together with your carboxylic acid, okay? Under a certain condition, you're going to get things like ester. It's going to be something sweet. Ester is something sweet plus water. In the next topic, we're going to move on to esterification. It's the reaction between carboxylic acid and alcohol to produce ester and water using sulfuric acid as catalyst. So that's all for your carboxylic acid. So All these are the things you need to take note of. The important things, the production of your carboxylic acid, the physical properties and your chemical properties. Okay, so for the next topic, we're going to go on to ester.